we have now a new project, NGRI and Sintef Group, that is in Trondheim in Norway, where the project of 8 crore has come to this institute, and there we are trying to get how to increase the oil after dumping the CO2, and that CO2 will come from chimneys of geothermal resources. Thank you very much. That's regarding that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. Manoj Panda to give presidential address.
Professor Misra, Professor Janardhan Reddy, Professor Bindi, Professor Srinivasa Murthy, Professor Janani, distinguished audience. The lecture given today, and that way, there are very few people in social science institutes who work in vigilance, and the detailed lecture given by Professor Sunil Mali in that context was very, very interesting. I just, since we are already more than 1 hour late, couple of general points I will make. One is that, what's the end? Professor Mani was telling about the number of R&D personnel, only 53,000 or so. That's indeed, people who are working in research and development institutes, possibly who are not including many teaching institutes maybe. But even if we confine only to that, it is a very, very small number. And what do we need to do? We obviously need to, spread a culture of innovation, not only just among people who are entering science, but in the society at large. Now, this innovative culture has to be there, and the innovative culture obviously goes with an attitude to take risk, and also there should be some proper reward or the incentives that Professor Mani was telling. I think it is in this context that as parents, when we tell our children to take up different jobs, we have to tell them, often we look for very secure, little bit well-paid jobs, but in very secure institutes where there is no risk. But the risk-taking habit has to be there, and not only just in science and technology, but in different fields of life, in managerial fields, in industrial organizations, and even in other fields of life. It is in this context that possibly the younger generation is often more motivated by some role models, and the success of Narayana Murthy in IT field, possibly that has generated quite a bit of interest among other people working in that line. But I would also like to add that since we are talking of innovative culture, maybe the success of Ambani in the business field, or the success of Baba Ante in social service, or another Tendulkar in the sports field, all these are role models, and they have taken certain risks in their life. One didn't know whether they will succeed in the beginning when they started their careers, but they succeeded very well, and possibly the younger generation has a lot to take these people, not only, I'm just giving few examples, but there are people in other fields of life who can act as role models, and that possibly could help in spreading the culture of innovation. I think I would just tell one more point, that it's not only just that the science and technology institutes should innovate products, but the marketing of the products are also critical, and possibly Professor Gimri was referring to some of these things. And it is here that institutes like IPE and the technological institutes, they could interact, and possibly there is a lot to gain from such interactions from managerial institutes, management-oriented institutes, and also institutes which deal in pure science and technology, so that the marketing of products could be there, and often whether you are known in your innovative area, possibly except for very, very critical research, most of the other type of research, it depends on marketing. And possibly, it is here that the initiative taken by Professor Misra, I do hope that that will pay dividends in future. I'll not take more time, but I would like to thank the IPE, and I thoroughly enjoyed the talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I now request Dr. Jayashree Dubey to present a token of appreciation and gratitude to Dr. Manoj Panda. I request Jayashree Ravindran to present a token of I request Dr. Meena Rao to present a token of gratitude and appreciation to Professor K. Janardhan Reddy Garu. Those vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. I deemed it privilege to propose vote of thanks on behalf of IPE. I am sure you all agree with me when I say that we have been quietly pondering over the disparate features that are being discussed in the lecture. It is indeed a very informative and thought-provoking lecture. As a student and teacher and researcher in science, it is indeed an endearing lecture. Firstly, I profusely thank Dr. Sunil Mani for his innovative and rational talk on an evergreen and pressing issue of the nation. The topic of today is India becoming more innovative since 1991. Your talk is a welcome intervention, sir, and especially in the times where the world is witnessing the disparate nature of economic crisis. Sir, we would not have had a better person than you to speak on this contemporary topic. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation and delivering such a wonderful talk. Sir, in your talk, you have viciously deliberated on the issues relating to dualistic nature of India's economy, input and output based indicators in the context of India being more innovative since 1991, and also the consequent two disparate features relating to financing of innovation and quantity and quality of science and engineering personnel. Sir, the data you have provided in each and every slide of your presentation is really mind-boggling, sir. As few the efforts of government to overcome these two constraints through public policy initiatives, in a nutshell, your lecture reiterates the questions why and how innovation matters. Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us. It's my pleasure to thank Dr. Manoj Panda for his presidential address. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and presiding over this function. And you have also expressed your concern with regard to the small number of R&D personnel in our country, and also for developing an innovative culture. That is the message you have given, sir. Actually, the developing an innovative culture is very important for being innovative, whether it is after 1991 or whenever it is. Thank you very much, sir, for your remarks. And it's my pleasure to thank Professor Janardhan Reddy for being discussant and also for his crisp and informative remarks. And the message as I highlighted is the need for higher education, especially in SMT area, and also to look into investments of innovations in agricultural area. Thank you very much, sir, for your lecture. And my thanks are due to Professor Jimri, the guest of honor, for his valuable remarks. And he has expressed his concern to look into the commercialization of the patenting activity also, as it is one of the crucial indicators when we are calculating about the innovation aspects with regard to the citation of those papers in reputed journals. Thank you very much, sir. And it's my pleasure to thank our beloved director, who always believes in innovation. Thank you, sir, for your welcome address and also bringing the stalwarts to IPE. and we always benefit by the knowledge sharing by galaxy of these stalwarts every time when they come to IPE. Thank you very much, sir. And I also thank all the dignitaries, invitees, members from media and press, and the entire family of IPE, with special reference to the students who, in spite of their activities in farewell exams, have attended and heard to the very important and exciting, informative lecture. Thank you. I thank one and all who directly and indirectly are involved in making the event of ICSSR IPE Distinguished Lecture memorable. Thank you all and all.
The dignitaries, staff and faculty are requested to join us for lunch in canteen.